Today we will unreveal the mystery of rhythmic beating of heart. We come to realize that heart performs its function with flawless consistency. The heart is an organ which beats throughout the lifetime of a person. Are you aware that in a lifespan of 70 years, heart beats 2.5 billion times? The heart beat rhythmically due to electrical impulses which causes synchronized contraction of the heart muscles. These impulses causes contraction of atrium and ventricular which allows the heart to pump the blood. But have you ever wondered what controls the heartbeat? It is the cardiac pacemaker. The heartbeat is generated and controlled by the pacemaker present in the heart. It also possesses a specialized conducting system which ensures rhythmic beating of all the cardiac muscles. The wall of atria forms the atrial sensatium and the wall of ventricle constitutes the ventricle sensatium. The pacemaker is located in the wall of right atrium. It is also known as sinoatrial node or SA node. The SA node generates an impulse which spread across the wall of atrium through the specialized conducting system causes atrium to contract in unison. During atrium contraction, this electrical impulse reaches atrioventricular node or AV node where these impulses is delayed of about 0.1 second, after which it moves around bundle of His and bisects along Purkinje fibers. These impulses reaches the lateral ventricular wall and causes its contraction. Thus the impulse generated at SA node causes atrial contraction and flow of blood into ventricle, and then ventricle contracts, pumping the blood out of the heart. It is the impulse generated by SA node that causes heart chamber and valves to work in tandem. Thus we conclude that it is the SA node as a cardiac pacemaker which set the cardiac rhythmicity of heartbeat. Friends, now we will summarize. We can now observe the impulse conduction and heartbeat in synchronization with the blood flow. The cardiac cycle begins with SA node generating the electrical impulse which is spread in two atrial wall and also reaches the AV node. Two atrium which forms the atrial sensatium contracts. The AV node delays the transmission of impulse by 0.1 second which allows the atria to empty completely before the ventricle begins to contract. Then the impulse move along the bundle of His and finally through Purkinje fiber to spread all over the ventricle wall, and finally ventricle sensatium contracts, thus pumping the blood through the aorta and pulmonary artery, and this is the end of one cardiac cycle.